Coming up, we'll take you to an elementary school in Lexington where students are treating the statewide tornado drill as the real thing.
Republican voters in Nevada head to the caucuses tonight. We'll have a preview from Las Vegas.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. It's a nice day out there here in the Bluegrass with sunny skies, but the rain is coming.
Yeah, those chances increase as we head into the nighttime hours, and then we could be looking at snow later in the week. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. One storm at a time,
yeah,
right?
You know what? That may come later tomorrow. Actually, we're going to pack it all into a 24-hour period from tonight through tomorrow night when you have rain, thunderstorms, local high waters, 60, snow, 40-mile-per-hour winds. Is that enough for you? If not, maybe we can add something else. Here is our storm system that is spinning. You see that big of a spin showing up. You know you've got a healthy storm out ahead of it. We've got severe weather, tornado warnings into parts of the New Orleans area, across much of Louisiana. That's a big severe weather outbreak, though, that is confined into the warm sector. Moisture overrunning that. Developing rains now across the volunteer state of Tennessee. And look where they are heading, due north into the Bluegrass state. So as the evening wears on, you're going to see your Defender radar network begin to light up from south to north with heavy rains beginning to settle on into the region. Some thunder, some lightning out there as well. So heavy rain storms arriving from south to north later this evening into the overnight. Watch the creeks and streams early tomorrow morning especially. We're going to put down a quick 1 to 2 inches of rain into much of the area, and that could cause some high water issues. By the time we go into tomorrow afternoon, temperatures are beginning to drop. And by tomorrow evening, it is snowing after we hit 60 degrees for a high temperature a few hours earlier. Guys, we'll walk you through this big storm system when I come back in 10 minutes.
All right, Chris, we will see you then. Thank you. A man is talking from jail about being arrested after police say he tried to set propane tanks on fire outside a pharmacy. Police say 21-year-old Michael Adair told them he's obsessed with fire and serial killers.
Our Victor Puente talked with Adair at the Scott County Detention Center. He told Victor he did try to blow up the store, but it didn't happen. It's our top story at 4:30.
A propane tank display on fire while it was next to a building. He told me he did try to destroy that building, but he's sorry he did it. Michael Adair was arraigned this afternoon on charges of arson, wanton endangerment, shoplifting, and public intoxication. The Scott County Sheriff says he stole some items from the Walgreens on Broadway Sunday night, then went outside and tried to set these propane tanks on fire.
He stated he had an obsession with fire and serial killers.
After his attorney entered a not guilty plea for him, Adair agreed to this interview.
I tried blowing up Walgreens, but I didn't succeed. But I tried, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm innocent.
But he did say he was sorry. He also said he realized he might need help.
To people I did that to, like, I'm really sorry, and I'm not joking. My own selfishness got a hold of me. Sorry.
Sheriff Hampton said once deputies made contact with Adair, he was cooperative. Coming up at 6, you'll hear more from that interview, including why he says he had those thoughts. In Scott County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
And Adair will be back in court on Thursday for a status hearing in that case. Because of 3 mumps cases on campus, the University of Kentucky is holding a mumps vaccination clinic tomorrow. It will be from 1 to 3 p.m. in the University Health Service Building, first floor lobby. The vaccine will cost $59 for full-time students and $74 for other students. UK recommends the vaccine for anyone who has not had or can't confirm they've had 2 doses of the mumps vaccine in the past. We'll have an update on the vaccination clinic at UK on WKYT News coming up at 5:30. Folks across Kentucky heard tornado sirens this morning as part of a statewide tornado drill.
This is Severe Weather Awareness Week in Kentucky, and it's timely because there is a chance for thunderstorms tonight. WKYT's Mike Linden is at Mill Creek Elementary in Lexington with some tips to keep you and your family safe.
Let's do one more together.
The day started like any other at Mill Creek Elementary School in Lexington, but when 10:07 came around, tornado sirens went off across the state.
Any month of the year is tornado season. There's not a month in Kentucky when tornadoes can't happen.
For the 500 pre-K through 5th grade students at Mill Creek, this drill isn't their first.
We take all of our drills seriously, even if it's earthquake, severe weather, or fire drill.
When the drill begins, students will come down to the gymnasium. This being the lowest point in the school, it's the safest place to be. Then they have to assume a safe position for 1 minute, protecting their neck and their heads. How do we do that, guys?
Kindergarten's going down the steps. The hallway's clear.
The entire drill took less than 5 minutes. Emergency management officials say saving time by planning in advance for severe weather is critical.
If you're in school, where's the nearest shelter area? If you're at work, where's the nearest shelter area? Where do you go if there is a severe weather warning?
Mill Creek Safety Coordinator Chad Vaughn says having a plan and practicing it routinely is the key to student safety.
We've got to get our kids home safely, and parents want our kids home safely as well. And that's what we do here at the Academy of Leadership at Mill Creek.
You all did a phenomenal job. Very, very proud of you.
In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Kentucky emergency management officials say one of the most unsafe places to be during a tornado is inside a mobile home. They say the rule of thumb, remember, a mobile home can become mobile. Republicans in Nevada head to caucuses tonight.
Donald Trump is the heavy favorite in the polls, but Nevada voters have been unpredictable in the past. Danielle Nottingham has the latest from Las Vegas.
Marco Rubio was up early this morning looking for a surprise win in tonight's Nevada caucuses.
I'm asking you to vote for me tonight because I will win, and the Democrats know I will win. They spend more money attacking me than any other Republican.
Rubio grew up in Las Vegas and has plenty of support here.
He can bring people together, and that he's what our country needs right now.
But Rubio and Ted Cruz trail Donald Trump in the polls by double digits. Cruz is not fazed.
Now, it's our time. It's the men and women of Nevada who decide.
Cruz is looking to get back on track after he fired his communication director for tweeting a false news story about Rubio. It didn't take long for Trump to attack.
This guy Cruz lies more than any human being I've ever dealt with.
30 GOP delegates are up for grabs in tonight's caucuses. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Las Vegas.
A cluster of bald eagles found dead on a farm in Federalsburg, Maryland, has prompted a federal and state investigation. Maryland state officials are offering a $10,000 reward for more information. 13 bald eagles were found dead on Saturday. State officials think the birds were poisoned, but they don't know if it was intentional or accidental. The bald eagle is off the federal and state endangered species list, but they are protected under federal law.
A big congratulations today for EK sophomore Megan Smith. The owner of Doodlebug Cakes in Berea won last night's episode of the Food Network show Cake Wars. At just 18 years old, Smith was the youngest contestant and now the winner in the show's history. The grand prize, $10,000. How about that?
That is pretty cool. Congratulations to her. Today, like today, it's just not fair knowing what's coming down the pike with it.
It's not fair, Chris Bailey. We're going on strike. This should not happen.
You guys are just setting me up for a Twitter failure over here, aren't you? I mean, you know what? The hate tweets are going to start coming now. I'm just the messenger, folks. Nice weather today, upper 50s in a lot of cases. Clouds are increasing, though, ahead of our big storm system. You can't say, though, we haven't given you fair warning. We've had this on our 7-day forecast for a week, talking about a storm threat for this week. And there is the storm that is cranking across the deep south. Notice all the tornado warnings that are out for parts of Mississippi down into Louisiana. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about some local high water issues developing overnight into early tomorrow morning as that heavy rain shield blossoms and heads right in to central and eastern Kentucky. Throw in 40-mile-per-hour winds or greater over the next couple of days. Oh, a 30-degree drop in temperatures, a little wet accumulating snow in there for good measure, too. So, guys, the next 24 to 36 hours for the weather world, I would describe it as rather wicked with all kinds of stuff coming from the sky.
All right, Chris.
Yeah. Wicked.
We still don't think it's fair, though, right?
It's not.
A workout with a tasty motivator and an ape going bananas. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Well, here's a workout almost anyone can get on board with, the wine workout. April Story posted this quick video to her Facebook page. I'm trying to watch the video because I want to see what she's trying to do here. Oh, okay.
Drinking
a
and working
push-up, and then she drinks from the wine glass. The California mom received a not-so-sobering response to the workout. This clip has been viewed more than 18 million times. We don't suggest you try this at home. Okay.
Astronauts escape with their lives after a gorilla went bananas on board the International Space Station. The ape, though, was actually American astronaut Scott Kelly in a gorilla suit that was actually sent to him on the ISS by his twin brother Mark. Scott shared this video of him chasing astronauts while in orbit. Scott Kelly will return to Earth next month after a year in space. That is pretty funny.
I'm so gullible. At first, I thought that was a real ape.
You thought they sent a real ape up there?
No sense whatsoever.
It's
all right.
Yeah. Now, stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.